Hello everybody, and welcome to another of the Brommer's Blog series videos on using DesignSpark. Today we're going to just take a quick look at creating a basic schematic and looking at some of the basic commands for simply adding components to that design. So if we just make a little start here with DesignSpark PCB. So as mentioned, we know that DesignSpark PCB as a tool has built in a schematic capture design tool that we can work with, also with a PCB board design tool, obviously with a built-in auto router, and we also have all the output plots for manufacturing Gerber files, etc. So today we're going to start just quickly looking at a schematic only. In most cases, just by going to File, Opening New, we get an option here to look at opening like a full project, which is something that you would consider where you had multiple boards, etc. that were going into it. Simply just a PCB design, or simply just a schematic. So for today's purpose, we're just going to take here a schematic design, and we're going to just use what we call the default technology file. Now the technology files are something that we'll come to in later videos, but they really relate to is when we're looking at taking those schematic designs into actual PCB, hard, real-world kind of designs. So the technology files set the things such as trace widths, according to whether they're carrying power or signals, size and shape of pads, number of layers of boards, etc., and ground layers. So, but we'll not worry about that today. So just for today, we're just going to take a look at schematic design and using the default technology file. So what we should be presented with is a blank screen. You won't see it, but there is actually a grid there that we can set to different sizes. So first, with any kind of schematic capture, we want to be able to look at adding some components to join up. So as we know, within DesignSpark it comes preloaded with a number of libraries for components. Just here we can see a number starting, sort of with us looking at AD, FTDI, Cypress, etc. So we can modify all our libraries and look at parts in there. For instance, now if we're in a design, simply by pressing F3 on the keyboard gives us straight away this dialog box that pops up, and here we can see we were last looking at the analog devices component library. Again, I can pick out from any of these particular libraries here. We look at the AppSmell library, and we can just simply by pressing Add here, straight away we can see we have the AppSmell device. Now just by left clicking I can position this again, and this will keep duplicating, etc. So just right click and cancel to escape for that. Then the window pops up again to see if we want to add more components. So we can cancel this for now. So straight away we can see here very quickly, just using the mouse wheel there to zoom in and out, we've just added components just by searching through that window. So that again was by using the F3 key that you'll find on the top of your keyboard. Just here to the side we also have an interaction bar that can be activated via pressing F9. So by pressing F9 we're presented with this very narrow board here screen that we can have look at the components, go to, but we can also add components. So if you can see here once again a cut down version, if you like, or a narrower version of what we've seen here. So again we can look here, say we've got the pickaxe library, and just access that. No, my disk drive's gone a little bit slow. Okay, so for instance we've got a device here, so let's just, from here we can pick it up, or from here. So just by right, okay, so just by clicking on that we can drag that into the design by holding down the left button on the mouse. Okay, and again we can just set that in place. So again we can see just quickly there, so either by pressing F3 or by F9. Difference is we can leave F9 at the side of the screen all the time and just work through the libraries as we're building up the design, etc. So for now what we want to do is to take a look at this design. We'll zoom in a little bit on it now. Once we've got some basic components down here, we may want to look at connecting some of those up. So just by using the using the mouse wheel, sorry, we've just zoomed in there. So just simply by pointing to a connection and then holding on to the left mouse button, I can take this and join it here, and now we have a solid connection made. Just simply by taking from this pin, it automatically elbows. Now I can take my finger off the button, now depending on where I want to go to, and simply join up. Once these traces are in place, it is possible, of course, to select with the left mouse button and to pull them and to move them while maintaining the connection. Also, if we feel that we want to space out some of the devices, by simply putting a box around the affected boards, we can then highlight both these with a left click, grab them, and we can move them up out of the way to make room for other parts of the design that we might want to add. Okay, well, that was just a very quick rundown and quick recap. To add components into the schematic design, use F3 to add a component to get the window, or you can have F9, which leaves you with the selection window here at the side where you get to see the footprint and the schematic, as well as the part numbers and listed, etc. So, well, I hope you found this of some interest, and I'll look forward to sending you the next video along from the Design Spark PCB series very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.